Let us enjoy the journey of learning. I am Anil Kumar, sharing with you a test question in which some students could not get it correct. The question here is: find the integer values of m and n if limit for x square minus x plus m over x square minus n equals to L as x approaches 3. Now, students did solve this question, but partially. In this video, we'll try to understand it in further details and get all the answers. Let's look into the solution now. So basically, the question is that we need to find limit when x approaches 3 for the function which is x squared minus x plus m over x squared minus n. Now, whenever you look into limits and if the limit exists, in that case, direct substitution can help you get the limit. And when you do direct substitution, you get indeterminate, then also you can find the limit, right? So basically, there are two cases for this, right? So, case one, we'll say is direct substitution. Now, this is what students forget. And second is that you have indeterminate. Now, with case 1, let's call this as case 1, right? And this as case 2. In case 1, what really happens is that denominator for that value is not 0. So you get a real number, right? So that is what it is. So basically, for case 1, let me write it. X square minus n is not equal to 0. For x equals to 3. So when you substitute 3, you do not get into the situation of dividing by 0. And so the expression value will be a real number and you'll get the limit L, right? So if I substitute 3 here, then 3 square minus n is not equal to 0, and you can say n is not equal to 9. So if n is not equal to 9 as x approaches 3, the function will have a real value. So in this case, what happens is n is not equal to 9. However, there is no restriction on m. So m belongs to real numbers. So there are infinite solutions for this particular function for limit as x approaches 3 exists. Do you understand? If I say this is possible and if it is L, in that case, we have one set which will say is infinite solutions. Do you agree with me? That is a combination of n and m. For n not equal to 9, it can be anything. And for those all values, m could be anything. You get the whole set, right? So basically, we have n comma m any values where n is not equal to 9. Perfect. Okay. Now let's consider case 2. So I hope this part is clear, right? So that is where students got wrong. So infinite solutions to this problem was missed. You see the key. Case 2 is, of course, you go for indeterminates of the form 0 by 0. Right? So when I say 0 by 0, in that case, n should be equal to 9, right? So first case was when n is not 9. So if n is 9, in that case, what is the value of m, right? Now, m value means x square minus x plus m should be equal to 0 for x equals to 3. That means 3 is a factor, right? X minus 3 is a factor. So that is how you'll find the value of m. Substitute 3 in this case, we get 3 square minus 3 plus m equals to 0, which is 9 minus 3 plus m equals to 0, or m. You can write one more step here, right? So 6 plus m equals to 0, or we get m equals to minus 6. Do you see that? So the other solution is that we have a value of n equals to 9, and in that case, m has to be equal to minus 6. You get the idea, right? So that is how we can actually solve this particular question. So it has infinite solutions and a specific one where n equals to 9 and m is equals to minus 6. I hope this concept is absolutely clear. Only then you actually score A plus, A star, or 100%. Perfect. Now, in case you want to learn directly from me, feel free to send an email on globalmathinstitute@gmail.com. Thanks for your valuable time and all the best.